What's chillin' dudes, it's Strawberry here, and welcome back to another episode of Skyblock. This is episode 62? I don't remember the numbers of the episodes anymore. I think it's 62. So I just wanted to quickly show off. This is the giant squid, which I made a while back. This used to be my squid farm. I'm in version 1.14.3 now. This squid farm does not work anymore, so it's just this giant squid hanging out in the middle of nowhere. Doesn't do squid anymore, but I've got fear of falling, right? Yeah, that's fine. I've got plenty of squidding, so that's not really, like, I don't really need to worry that this doesn't work anymore, but I thought I'd show that off. To begin this episode, we've got a lot to do in this episode. Honestly, I've been a little bit sick, so I hope this episode, like, I don't sound too bad, but I need to get this out, so let's get this sorted. We've got a lot to do this episode. I want to get that island, Regalia. I want to get all of that working. By the way, there are heaps of iron golems here. Oh my gosh. Let me get into the minecart, guys. Alright. Alright, today's episode, we are going to get this working no matter what. We are going to get all of this working. I've been doing a lot of work on Regalia. A lot of work, so we can get some villagers in. I believe I've got 5 of these houses now. Alright. Alright. There are a few things we're going to do. First, we're going to actually fix this entrance area up because this looks really bland and really slime blocky and it doesn't look great. So I'm going to replace it all with ice. I'll show you in a second what that's going to look like. Hey kitty! Come with me, kitty! So we'll replace all of that. I'll show you what this is going to look like first. Second, I do want to clear all of the corrupted chunks, so we'll be doing that this episode too. I'll go into creative and clear it all out, but you'll see me go into creative, so you know I'm not cheating. Third thing, this is what Regalia. I've been doing a lot of work on Regalia, so we've got. So recap. So this is going to be a village. We're going to bring some of the new villagers from up there down to here. We'll have a village. These are all like villager houses. This is made of stripped birch logs and beds inside all of these. So hopefully, like, we'll put a bit of a profession in each of these. Like, this guy might have a barrel, for example, so he's a fisherman with a bed. And then up here we've got another 2. So I've been working. These ones were here at first. I've just sorted out this part here. If we run down here, then I've made these 2 over here. This one here and this one here. And then over here, this is going to be more of a new island over here, and under here I'm adding a few bunk beds. I figured, like, I could make more and more of these, but I kind of need more mass villager areas, so we'll have a few beds in here and a few profession blocks over here. But all in all, that should be about 10 beds. That should... Where did Kitty go? Kitty must have jumped on one of the beds, I don't know. Yeah, so that should be 10 villagers in total. We'll just have to sort out the professions, and we'll bring some over from up there, which shouldn't be too bad, really. Yeah, that's pretty much showing off that sort of stuff. Down here, I've done a little bit more work on the snow platform. If you guys aren't familiar with what I'm going to do down here, I want to fill it all with water so it looks like... this is kind of... I want it to look kind of like a beach theme, so we've got like sand on the top floating above water. And even if the villagers fall off, they could just float in the water and I can figure out some way to save them. But yeah, that's just a bit of an introduction into all of that. Right. I am just going to quickly cut here for a second because I want to show off first because I want to work and finish off this entrance theme, and I want to show you exactly what I want this place to look like. So let's cut here. I'll show you transition over. Alright, this is what I want it to look like. So I've only recently just realized that you can craft different types of ice blocks. So if I grab this, you can make 3 different types of ice blocks now in the crafting bench. Before I knew you could only use these types of ice blocks, but then I didn't realize that you could actually craft those types of packed ice. So I believe it's 9. Yeah, so it's 9 normal ice for 1 packed ice, and then I believe you can craft blue ice after that. Yeah, so they get more densely and more densely packed as time goes along. So my idea over here is I kind of want to make this a blue themed, and then down here we get... Oh yeah, by the way, we had a trader spawn over on this island while I was working on this before. So hopefully we can get some traders working along here. But yeah, like we could kind of have this area quite blue themed. So we could have like all of it filled with water, for example. We have ice just over here. Over here, I'll just show some of this off. We've got lanterns to light the area. We've got this area which will be the monument for Regalia. And then these are basically some designs which I had for the Never, which these kind of replace stone and wood stair blocks. You just have like a stone brick fence underneath a stained glass pane, and that works as stair blocks on their own. So we could go up here and then run along here. All of this is lit up by lanterns, and they don't melt the packed ice because packed ice, of course. And then we get a bit of a water walkway so the villagers don't walk through. And then after that we can have a villager. I've got one bed. Oh, I don't have any beds in here. This is a while back then. Bed. We can put like a couple of beds in here, and then we'll have some professions. So anvils, I believe, are professions. No, not anvils. Wait, grindstones? Oh, I know brewing stands do. If I can find grindstone, there we go. We'll use these. So they'll let those guys, so those guys become like their own villagers, and then we'll have this hopefully operate. Yeah, that's the general idea. So we'll have to get working on that momentarily. The problem is that with packed ice, as you see, it takes 9 normal ice to create 1 packed ice, and my ice farm isn't exactly as productive as of right now, so I need to build an improvement. This is my improvement. Basically a piston array. So we've already had this ice farm on the Skyblock world already, so this works absolutely fine in this part here, but I need to add this array of pistons so I can start saving up a lot of ice for that area, because we're not going to get this done this episode, but we need to figure out a way for more mass ice storage. So ice will keep spawning along here, and then they'll start shifting up into its own block, but the problem is this is expensive. Look how much redstone it takes. Look how many pistons it is. And then this over here is just custom bud switch, which I made just for this specifically. So yeah, that'll be expensive. We've got to work on that, getting that sort of fixed first. So we're going to build an ice farm when we return back. Second thing is I wanted to test it over here. So I'm still in the Skyblock creative world, and I'm like, I think the only easiest way in order for us to be able to clear all of the blocks on the normal world is just going to be the fill command. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what the best way is to do the fill command though, because this is going to take a while to do, to be honest. Well, that was a sound. I mean, this works, it's just going to take a while. Is there another way? I don't think there'll be another way, so I'm just gonna have to do it like this, really. We'll have to do it like that instead. 5, and we'll do 10. Definitely makes a sound. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the only way to be able to clear all of this, all of these chunks. But I do need to do it. Alright. I guess we'll be doing that then. I mean, I'm not going to get started in the creative world, that's going to make no sense. So let me flick back to the normal Skyblock world, and we're going to clear all of the chunks. Be back in a sec. Alright, I'm putting all of my items in this chest, just so we can go back to it. We also need to take off the armor as well. I always feel uneasy about going into creative world on the survival world. Goodbye, kitty. I will be back in a moment. Alright, open to land, creative, allow cheats. Alright, let's get this over with. Alright, this should be fine. I made a backup of this world just in case I screw up or anything. I think I saved that command, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, I saved the wrong one. Alright, that should go to 5, and then that should go to 5. Cool. Alright, I'm basically going to do this for like the next hour or so. I will be back once all of it is finished. Alright, just flying around and just making sure I got all of the chunks. Looks like there's a bamboo forest on the very corner of this map. If we ever had to head over to the mainland, I guess I'll head over to this bamboo forest here so we can actually get some bamboo. But yeah, it doesn't look like there are any other chunks. There's some cool stuff. There are like a couple of villages actually on the sides of the chunks. But I'm pretty sure I got everything now. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything else. I'll leave loading those ones alone. Cool. Heading back. Oh gosh, this is gonna be a little annoying trying to find where is the Skyblock Island? Oh my gosh. This is where we did some of the chunk clearing so we can get rid of this stuff. There's a lot of void in this area. There's a lot of void in this world. Over here. Cool, we found it. Kitty, I'm home. And I will not cheat again. Ah, I'm glad I actually got rid of all of it. Alright. Hello, Kitty. I'm back. Alright. Right. First thing, game mode survival. Second thing, just going to show you how many blocks I cleared. This is all I did. Alright. Back in survival. And now the only thing is to log out of the game. And this should be fine. I'll just log out once I've picked up all of this stuff. Okay, I've been meaning to do that for a while. Right. I'm going to log out, and then I'll meet you at the ice farm. We've got to do that next. This is what the Skyblock Island looks like at night. It's actually really beautiful. It's got all of these glowing lights. It's pretty. Anyway, this is the ice farm. This is the ice farm also at night. Yeah, this is how it works generally. I've harvested a little bit of it. But, yeah, all of these ice blocks get harvested, and it runs off this one piston. So you'll see that whatever happens, that this line will always be the longest line. Cool. So underneath here, I've already started work on exactly the layout of the piston array, which will capture more and more ice blocks, because I don't want to be here all the time to harvest the ice, of course. We're going to have to let this run for a long time. The problem is this is going to require a lot of redstone, like repeaters, torches, and pistons. Plus the buds switch over there as well. So well, I've gotten all of this sorted, and I will probably clear out. I don't need to clear out the white glass yet. While I'm clearing a lot of it out, I do need to collect a lot of redstone. So I will be back in a sec. I need to hit and get a lot of emeralds so we can get a lot more redstone for this project. But that's going to require a lot of pigment farming. What I'll probably do is, I just want to make sure that this part is done. This part is simple enough, so I'm just going to do the question of the day. I'm going to do that, and in the question of the day you'll just see me after a lot of grinding at the pigment farm, getting enough redstone to build this piston array. Because once we finish this piston array, then I really do want to get the Regalia working. Right, so let's switch over to the question of the day. Future Torbray, if you get started on that, then I'll get started on the pigment grinding right now. See you guys in a bit. Alright, let's do a very quick question of the day responses. So, in the last episode I asked the question, what's the 2019 game that you'd want to play but haven't yet? My answer was, there's an early access game. I'm going to wait for it to come out properly, or at least go a little bit more in development because it's early access right now. But there's this indie game called Foundation by Polymorph Games. I've got an image on the screen right now of what that looks like. It's basically a natural generation sandbox game where you could just put zoning on where you want people to build their houses, and then after that the villagers will live their own life and they'll build their own paths and they'll build their own types of houses, and you basically modify it. It's very organic in the way that the village itself builds itself in the medieval ages. But I'll wait for it to develop a little bit more before I have a bit of a play with it. It looks really fascinating to me. You see all the villagers bustle about in their own lives, which is kind of what we're doing with our Regalia right now, the own Skyblock Island village. Oh, I never actually made that parallel. Anyway, that's mine. And then the only other response to the question of the day was from Brett Rose. Brett Rose, he wanted to try out Battalion 1944, which, showing that I haven't actually done any preparation. Hold on, I'm just going to have a quick look at what that is. It's a multiplayer first-person shooter video game. Aha! I guess 1944 based in World War II then. Uh-huh. Seems like it's gotten some more right reviews and such. That looks pretty good. I was thinking, like, when I was a kid, like, I used to play the very first Company of Heroes. That was like, in terms of strategy, like, I mean, that was more of a real-time strategy game rather than an FPS. Another FPS game I played was Wolf Team, which I don't know how many people remember Wolf Team, but it's basically a game. It's like it's a multiplayer FPS game that you can transform into wolves as well as shoot people. That was super fun as a kid. I mean, I played Payday 2 as well, more recently, not as a kid, but Payday 2. Good game as well. I haven't played that in a few years or so. Lots of games I need to replay. But yeah, thank you so much for your response, Retros. I hope that Battalion 1944 is decent enough for you once you eventually get it. Alright, with that, there was one more thing I wanted to mention. Last episode I mentioned that I was trying to go for a half marathon, and I did actually complete the half marathon. I wanted to let you know. On the screen there's a picture now of me with my half marathon medal. Yeah, honestly, it hurt quite a bit. I ran that while sick, so that was good fun. And then after that I was sore and sick, so I've only recently mostly recovered from the sickness. And that's why the episode's unfortunately a little bit janky right now with a bit of a cuts and such, but yeah, hope you guys don't mind too much. It should be pretty normal in the next episode. But yeah, let's get back straight to the Skyblock episode. Fair warning, I kind of died off screen. You'll see that footage now. I just finished the ice farm. I was just trying to do some extra flavor stuff to make it easier to get up, but minecarts are really hard to work with. Anyway, this is finished. It's all finished. I'll run up there and show you. However, what did I lose? Oh, please tell me I didn't lose much. Oh, okay. Thank goodness. Okay, I don't think I lost much. Yeah, I think I got everything. Oh, jeez. Alright, that's death number 41. Let me show you what's going on. Also, one of my villagers was selling mending, so I've got a mending book now. So that'll be pretty neat for my pickaxe. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's quickly rearrange this to... I'll rearrange this other stuff later. Alright, how are we gonna get up here? So I was messing around with minecarts. Hold on. So if I jump up here, then I was kind of messing with getting a minecart there, and then being able to jump out from that side. These trapdoors don't work, as you could tell that I died. I put a slime block jump pad down there to see whether I could like block myself from dying, but in case I fell, but that didn't quite work. Alright, this minecart might be a pain to get out. I don't know, it keeps jumping me out. Maybe if I put... Okay, we turn this back to a trapdoor. And then maybe we get rid of these corner ones. This will work. Alright, maybe. And... Whew, okay, we're out. We'll leave it at that. Okay, so the whole reason for the... Oh, I don't have a way up. Oh my gosh, I was not prepared to die at that point. Maybe... I'll just figure out a way. I'll just quickly make up a jumping point from here. Alright, so this, like, the ice farm is all working now, so... I actually haven't tested it if we do that. Cool, it moves. All of it up. It breaks the redstone. Why did it break redstone? Oh gosh. Oh, that's a slime block. Right, that would definitely break redstone. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the only use you wouldn't use redstone for. Apart from that, everything else is working, so that's absolutely fine. Cool. We'll get rid of that slime block. Oh jeez, this has all been not great. Anyway, so that's all working right now. Oh, and that pushed too. Right. So this is all working, and I'll pretty much just let it accumulate ice over the next little bit or so. Oh god. So that's going to work and get ice. All of the corrupted chunks are cleared now, so the last thing we need to do is set sort out Regalia, which is basically just moving over some villages and tidying up the entry area. So then it's open for business. What did I want? I wanted some... Can't do anything. I need, what's it? So from here I wanted to just make a staircase going up. Right, so I'm just pretty much just going to leave it as that. I'm going to quickly finish all of this up, and then I'm going to meet you at the village area, and I'll show you the method I'm going to have to move the villages down. So be back with you in one little moment more. Alright guys, finished up all the flavour stuff with the ice farm, so that's what it looks like from a distance over there. Looks fairly standard as far as redstone stuff goes, but yeah, that's just going to run in the background and generate some ice for this particular thing. So I've been working on this, the entrance to Regalia over here. So most of the glass is actually all in place here. We've got all of these different pillars and stuff. I'm just going to leave the slime blocks there for now for the monument. That will take a bit. But yeah, this is pretty much what it's like. This is the format of what it's going to look like. I've got some ice here, which we can turn some of this into, which I will actually... Oh yeah, I turned off blocks. Whoops, hold on. Let me turn back on the blocks. I've been doing a lot of stuff. So this stuff shouldn't melt. If you guys don't know much about packed ice, this should not melt underneath harsh lighting, which I do want to add some harsh lighting in here. I've got a few lanterns in this build, so let's chuck that on and chuck you on. Alright, lanterns. First time I've made lanterns. They need to hang underneath something, so I've got this stained glass to hold them up. Oh, I'm gonna run out already. Alright, this is gonna use a lot of lanterns. Alright, yeah, no, I need way more. Lanterns. Wait, what am I doing? I think I'll need at least another 8. I'll make as many as I need. I don't really tend to... Well, Ooh. Alright, these are the stair things that I was talking about. How you go up the stone brick fence and then you go up the stained glass. Lantern. And then I wanted to show you... you might have noticed it in the background, but there's a slime block structure over on the side there. Oh, yes! While we're running over there, I've actually taken away my diamond sword and I purchased a sharpness 5. I'm going to get rid of that. That's going to be annoying. I purchased the sharpness 5 enchanted book from a villager and I enchanted it onto my diamond axe. I also chucked mending onto this. So I've just called the Stormbreaker after 4's axe. Alright, let's right up here. One great thing about having slime blocks in this is that you can make so much scaffolding and not have to worry about the slime blocks whatsoever. Alright, let's right up here. Alright, this is the village. I've done a few things. I've added a few more brewing stands to add more clerics to the village and stuff. Not really much has changed. There are a lot of iron golems here. There are so many iron golems and I can't take any of them out. Otherwise I'll anger the entire village and I do not want that whatsoever. Right, the plan as far as things go, I think the fastest way will probably be just boating down, so I guess we'll try this. Excuse me sir, would you like to take a trip? Alright, I have not actually tested any of this yet. I think this is underneath it. What's that villager up to? Why are you here, villager? Alright, let's go! Let's not, please don't die. Okay, we bounced. Okay. I don't want to press shift to stop the bouncing, but that should be fine. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, we're good. We're good. Jump out of here. And... where's the... is it that? Yeah, okay, cool. We're good. There. Yeah, cool. We got one. We got one in here. I'll leave the bounding boxes on. I need to make some stuff over here. Wait. How do you make barrels? I gotta make a few occupation blocks around here. Barrel. I think slabs. Oh gosh. Barrel. Cool. We'll make a few occupation blocks around here just so these guys have something to do. I'll chuck these barrels along here. And There. Cool. We got one guy around here, so this guy should start seeing this as his own village. We'll grab another guy. Pretty much I'll grab a few of these guys. Let me transition over to me absconding with a few of these guys. Probably about 10 or so. Let's see. Alright, I've got the last of all the villages. We've got 10 in total to hang out over here because I've got 10 beds. I can always add more, to be honest, but we'll just start off with 10 for now. I kind of just want to see how these guys behave and how they interact with each other. They seem to be settling in pretty well. Like, they are going into these little island huts in Regalia here, and they are sleeping in some of the beds. Some of them haven't necessarily fit in. Like these guys over here. I don't know whether these guys still think they're a part of that village, but they don't tend to move anymore. This guy over here doesn't have a profession at all, even though there are plenty of blocks of which he could choose to pick a profession, so we'll have to do something about fixing him up. I mean, some villages are stuck like this, for example. I try to open up their menu, but it doesn't give me any options to trade with him. Like, this guy here is blocked, this guy is blocked, I think this guy is blocked too. But some of the guys do actually work, like this guy over here. This guy works fine. He was one that we had previously in the island. So, I have to try and play around and see how that goes. This guy here is settled in. He gave up his profession and he picked one of these barrels to be a fisherman. So, it does work. I don't know exactly how we're going to make it work though, is the thing. But we'll give it a shot at any point. But we'll get 10 guys around here. There are a few which are down here. So they have been falling, and I'm just trying to watch exactly where they fall so I can get rid of the blocks which have them fall down. But these guys fell, for example. What will happen though is that when it's night, I've added that snow the snow staircase here. So when it turns night, they can find their way back up and sleep in one of the beds. So they do actually return back to the village after staying there for a while. They don't fall off after a while. They are perfectly fine and getting back up here. But the majority of the time they do seem to be hanging around this area. So I think that might be a little bit too close to that village. So we'll probably have to do a little bit more. We're modifying that village so these guys stay around this area. But it's a good start. I mean, this is an ongoing project as well. I also had to change up the water door because a villager did actually sneak through, so we've just got a fence door now. Honestly, this is just going to be a work in progress. We are going to make a working village, like a proper working village, and what that was meant to be, really. So one day we will tear that down and we'll make this place a proper village. But it's a work in progress. We'll make it work. I did actually see that a cat spawned over here, so I think it can work. I think we're just going to make it work though. Just going to make it work. Alright, and on that, we'll end things off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry, this episode's been a little bit janky with the cuts and stuff, and it is because I'm sick. I have been deleting a few cuts where I've been coughing and got a bit of a cold right now because it's winter in New Zealand, but hopefully I'll be recovered very soon. But we'll end things off there, and next episode we'll probably work on a different project actually. This is going to be ongoing and I'll work on that behind the scenes, but we'll work on one of the other ones, either the Never Fortress project or we actually need to return back to the Animal Livestock project as well. But yeah, tons of things to do in the next episode guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, I'll see you when I see you. Cheers for watching, bye bye.